body was found that night.
No, that's impossible.
Why?
I mean, because it could have been.
Why? Tell me why.
Because when I have my car, it's either at work. When I leave work, it comes straight back to Johnson Avenue, Lawrence apartment.
This is Robert Howard, 38 years old, registered sex offender out of Brewton, Alabama. He is sitting inside Escambia County Sheriff's Office at 10:46 on the night of June 7, 2017, 7 days after 12-year-old Naomi Jones walked out of the apartment across the parking lot from his girlfriend's and never came home. He believes he is here for a DNA swab, one of dozens. What he does not know is that the detectives already have three things. They have his cell tower records, pinging the apartment complex at the exact minute Naomi vanished, and pinging Ashland Avenue at the exact minute her body went into the water. They have surveillance video of a silver Nissan Altima stopped on the Ashland Avenue bridge for close to 2 minutes at the exact place her body will be pulled from a creek. And they have human blood on the passenger side of his car, in front of the right rear wheel. He will lie about all of it. And then, very quietly, he will start to tell the truth. The last person to see Naomi Jones alive before her mother came home from work was her little brother. He was standing on the strip of grass between the apartment buildings, holding on to her phone. Naomi was chasing him, laughing. It was a Wednesday afternoon in May in Pensacola, Florida, and Naomi was babysitting because her mother had gone in for a shift and the summer holidays had just started. She was 12. She had just turned 12. She was 5'11", the tallest girl on her basketball team, which meant she played center. The weekend before she disappeared, she flew home from a basketball camp in Atlanta with a phone full of pictures. That same weekend, for the first time in a very long time, she got to see her father. She told her mother she wanted to bond with him again. She was going to spend more weekends with him. She had, in her mother's words, plans. On Wednesday, May the 31st, she came home from walking the family bulldog with her two little brothers. She told them she would be right back. She walked out the front door. She turned right along the balcony, and she went up the concrete steps to the door of the sex offender who lived directly across from her mother's kitchen window. She did not come back. Naomi is reported missing that Wednesday evening. A canvass starts before midnight. On Thursday, her mother walks the balcony walkway of Building 2 with a photograph, knocking on every door. One of the doors she knocks on is apartment 216. The woman who answers is Lauren Ewing, Robert Howard's girlfriend. The man behind her in the kitchen is Robert. He steps out onto the balcony. He tells Naomi's mother he has not seen her. He tells her he has to leave for work. He walks past her, down the steps, and to his silver Nissan Altima, parked in the lot below. Naomi's body is in his back seat. 3 days later, on Sunday, June the 4th, a search team walking the creek that runs under the Ashland Avenue Bridge, directly across the road from Trinity Christian Center, finds Naomi Jones face down in shallow water. She has no pants on. There is duct tape stuck in her hair. The medical examiner will determine the cause of death, manual strangulation. There is evidence of sexual assault. On June 7th, deputies pull Robert Howard out of an unmarked car in the parking lot outside his girlfriend's apartment. They handcuff him. They walk him into the sheriff's office at 10:46 p.m. and sit him against a beige interview room wall. Understand what the two detectives already have. Cell tower data, putting his phone at the apartment complex at 1:30 p.m. on May 31st. The exact window Naomi is last. Surveillance video of his silver Altima stopped for a minute and a half on the Ashland Bridge at 2:15 that same morning. Video of the same car pulling into a stranger's driveway to hide from an oncoming car, backing out and returning to the bridge. The behavior of a person interrupted mid-dump. Human blood in front of the right rear wheel. Duct tape recovered from Naomi's hair, and a train car repair yard where duct tape sits on every work table. And a prior conviction, 1998 Alabama, first-degree rape of 2 teenage girls, on the same night, in the same house. This is the file the detectives are carrying when they open the door. The interview opens with the softest possible frame, a DNA swab, a routine, one of many. She does not tell him he is a suspect. She tells him he is one of dozens.
Hello. Mr. Howard, right? Okay. I'm investigator work. Okay. we're investigating that missing girl from the apartment complex. And we've been talking to a ton of people, canvassing the area, trying to get everybody to, give samples of DNA. I have a consent to search if you would be willing to do a DNA swab.
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. No?
Sure.
Or yes?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
I didn't know if you said no or yes. All right. Today's date is the 7th of June. Escambia County Sheriff's Office. 10:46 p.m. Okay, I'm going to read these instructions. Alright. Okay, you do not have to consent to a search of yourself or your property. If you do consent to such search, any evidence observed or obtained by such search can be used against you in a court of law. If you refuse to consent,
She reads the entire form. He signs it. She takes the handcuffs off. She apologizes for them.
and I'll have them come take that handcuff off. You're not under arrest at all, so I'll have them take that off.
When I pulled up, they
Yeah.
surrounded me. I'm like, they say need to talk. All this to talk.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
I just came here a few hours ago.
I'm gonna have that taken off.
Okay.
I didn't realize you were even handcuffed over there, but you're not under arrest.
Okay.
Okay.
The crime scene technician comes in for the buccal swab. Robert lets him swab both cheeks. He initials the packaging. He lines up for 3 photographs against the wall. Every step of it he is compliant. Every step of it he is helping to build the file that will convict him.
All right. This gentleman's gonna get your buccal swabs. Just there.
How you doing, Robert? I'm Brent, man. All right, I'm the crime scene guy. I'm sort of like Olin Mills, so I gotta do photos and I gotta do the DNA swab. All right, it's really easy. You ain't gotta move around or anything like that. I need for you to open that up though. Take your swig of water, rinse around in your mouth. That way you get all that dry mouth, cotton mouth solved. Because this is gonna make you just a little drier there, okay? We're gonna use a pen too, okay, buddy? All right, open up. I'm gonna do the left cheek first. All right, and right here, look at me. Left, okay. All right. And we're gonna do the front gum. All right. All right. Front gum. And then we're going to do the right. If I can get the right in. Come on. There we go. Okay, open up for me. Let's see. Take another swig, man. I told you it was going to dry you out. I forewarned you. Alright, then we're going to do right. Okay, I'm going to write on here CHK, meaning cheek. All right, what I'd like for you to do, man, if you don't mind, is that way it's official. I need for you to go ahead and just write your initials, and we're going to go with a time of 22:53, please. Okay, all right, don't close it. I got to do that there. I got to do that in front of you too, man, okay? Go. What's your first name? Robert?
Yeah.
R-O-B-E-R-T?
Yeah.
And what's your last name, sir?
Howard.
Howard, H-O-W-A-R-D?
Yeah.
And what's your DOB, buddy?
3/19/79.
3/19/79. And today's date is this.
With the swab collected, she reads Miranda. She wants his answers admissible.
6. All right. All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court.
Okay.
You have the right to have a lawyer present while being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer will be appointed for you without cost before questioning. If you wish to have any answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You understand those, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you understand and you want to speak with us, just print there and sign. All right.
He signs, he waves, and she moves in. Before she asks a single question about Naomi, she gets him to build his own alibi timeline out loud, in his own voice, on tape.
Missing little girl, or not a missing little girl, she's now deceased. And you live in the apartment, or your girlfriend lives in the apartment.
Yeah.
What apartment does she live in?
216.
Apartment 216? All right. And what's her name again?
Lauren Ewing.
What is it?
Lauren Ewing.
Ewing?
Yes.
E-U-E-W?
E-W-I-N-G.
Okay. And it's L-A-U-R-E-N. Okay. And you guys have a child together?
Yes. 1 year old
Baby,
son.
right?
Yes.
1 year old? Okay. And where does she work?
She works at Walgreens.
Walgreens?
Yes.
Which one?
9th Avenue.
Okay.
9th Avenue, yeah.
And you work at Frick Car?
Yes.
What is your schedule at work?
Work night shift. We go in time between 3:30 and 5, and we work like till like 8 hours is up. Or if we have like a long night, we may work like 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours.
Okay. So you usually go in about 3:30 or 5 in
Between
the
3:30 and 5.
afternoon,
Yes.
and then you get off usually about what time?
Between the hours of maybe 11:30 and 1:30, somewhere from there.
Okay. 1 to 1:30?
Yeah.
Okay. What about like days of the week do you work?
Sunday through Thursday.
That's a regular? You don't switch
Yeah.
around like
No.
weekends or anything like that?
Unless only time I may, unless I'm usually off on Fridays and Saturdays, but I'm always off on Saturdays. May work a Friday if like one of the guys on day shift needs to be off Friday. He may work for me like one night, and I work for him like that Friday. Other than that, that's it.
Okay. I know they went through it already, but did you work that Wednesday that Naomi went missing, the
That
initial
Wednesday
day?
night, yes.
You worked that Wednesday night? What time did you work that night?
We went in a little after 5.
Okay, so 5:10, 5:15,
We clocked in like 5:36.
5:36. Who's we? Just everybody, like a group of
Well,
you
it's
coming
just
in
me
at
and
once?
one other guy that works there at night because we just set up everything to be prepared for the next day.
What's his name?
Jeffrey Lambeth.
Watch that. She has not said Naomi's name to him yet in this exchange. She said that Wednesday. He supplies the name. He wants her to think of him as informed and cooperative. It is the overcorrection of a person who feels exposed. She now walks him through the entire afternoon of May 31st. He tells her he woke at Lauren's, drove Lauren to Walgreens, went to the gym, came back around 10:30, picked Lauren up for lunch at 11:27, and dropped her back at Walgreens a few minutes after 12. Then he says he drove straight to Brewton.
12, like,
Wouldn't like maybe a couple minutes, 3 to 5 minutes after 12. Something
Okay.
Like that.
all right. And then after you dropped her off?
Dropped her off. Came back over. I was gonna go to the Dollar General to get something, but I didn't go in because it started storming. So I just turned and went to Brewton.
Did you get out of the car at all at Dollar
I didn't get
General?
out, no.
You just drove through
I
the
just-
parking lot?
When I got ready to pull in, I didn't even pull all the way in. When I turned in, turned around right there. Like while I turned in the spot, turned around like when you pull into the Dollar General, not in front of the store, but they have another parking spot over here facing back to the street.
Mhm.
Pulled over there,
Which
turned back around.
Dollar General was that?
Davis Highway.
Davis. Okay.
Like by the old academy over there?
Right up from West Florida Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Dollar General, and then where?
I came to Brewton from there.
You went straight from Brewton
Yeah.
from Dollar General.
Yeah, I came to Brewton to was going to see a friend before they went to a funeral.
Okay.
But when I made it to Brewton, they were already gone. So
All right. So what time did you arrive in Brewton?
about 1:30ish, 1:40 maybe, somewhere from there.
Okay. And then what'd you do when you got there?
When she was gone, I went home to the house. Went to my house.
Your house?
Yes.
And that's the 210 Ball Street?
Yes.
Okay, so you got into Brewton, you didn't make any stops, you just went straight over to
Straight-
your house?
straight to my house.
Okay. And then, how long were you at your house?
Maybe about 45 minutes, maybe.
He tells her he stayed at his own trailer 45 minutes to an hour, then drove back to Pensacola around 4 p.m. to grab his rain jacket. And then, on his own, he places himself face-to-face with the mother of the missing child.
So you got back in Pensacola about 4 p.m.?
Yeah.
All right. And grabbed your raincoat, boots,
Grabbed my
and then
gear.
immediately back to
Yeah,
Brewton?
that's when I grabbed everything. I came out the door. When I came out the door and came downstairs, that's when the little girl's mom and another older lady stopped and asked me if I had seen the little girl. And I told them, no, I just came down to the apartment. And that's when she told me her daughter was missing. And I talked with them for a few minutes, and I told her I'm not being rude, but I got to go to work. And I left.
Okay. So how long would you say you were at the apartment complex when you came back over there?
It wouldn't take.
He has just placed himself, on record, in front of Naomi's mother, telling her he has not seen her daughter, while his silver Altima is parked 10 feet behind him, with Naomi Jones in the back seat. He now raises his own past, unprompted. He asks whether the investigators are going to search his home and vehicle. When she says yes, he volunteers the reason he knew they would.
Okay. So you were in that car that night?
Yes, I'm in that car every night.
Okay.
I got a question. Because I've been, is my house and vehicle going to be searched? Because
Yes.
I've been looking, okay, that's all
Yes.
I'm asking. Because
Yes.
I haven't cleaned it. Everything is still
Yes,
the same.
that's what they're doing right now. So
That's what I've been waiting on. That's just like I
Well,
told
not-
you today.
yeah,
I
your
mean, I know you're not
house,
saying it, and I know
apartment.
why y'all are taking precautions because of
Yeah.
my status. And like I say, I just been waiting on this to happen because I knew it was going to happen. So that's all I wanted to know. That's fine.
What is your background with your history or
Well,
whatever?
when I was in right after I got out of high school, me and a girl was messing around. She got pregnant, and her was like a minister or whatever. So it was more of I made her than it being consensual to the point of because we had been doing this the whole summer. And so I said I copped out because I didn't have no money to try to afford a lawyer, so I had to cop out, and I did 15 years,
How old were you?
like 18 years old.
And how old was she? Okay. What year was that?
1998.
what was the charge?
First degree rape.
First degree rape?
Yes.
And that was in Alabama.
Yes.
She was.
Yes.
Notice what he did with the story. He did not say he raped anyone. He said the uncle was a magistrate. He said he had to cop out because he could not afford a lawyer. Then he offers, unprompted, that there was a second victim on the same night, and that the paperwork got the ages wrong, the race wrong, the tattoos wrong. He is running the same rehearsed line he ran 19 years ago. They had it out for me. The paperwork is wrong. It wasn't rape. He is going to run that line again about Naomi in about 90 minutes. She walks him from his past into his present.
The missing girl, have you ever seen her around the complex or?
See her all the time when we were in and out. Like I said, when we would come in, they would be either playing between the complexes or on her mom's back balcony, because going up the steps, you can see their balcony, or their back porch rather, from the balcony. They would always speak whenever we would come in and out. And other than that was about it.
She dances a lot back there, doesn't she?
I guess.
On the balcony.
Well, they be back there playing most of the time when I see them. As far as dancing, I don't know.
Yeah. I heard she does a lot of dancing. Mom says she dances on the back porch a lot.
That's when we see them back there.
Was she friendly? I mean, the
She
little
always
girl?
spoke. I mean, like I said, other than that, that's pretty much all I know about her. Like I said, she would always speak. If she seen us, she would speak. Regardless if we seen her or not, she would let us know that she was there. She would speak.
I gotcha. Did she ever come over to y'all's apartment or anything?
She's never been to our apartment.
So
We've never been to Lauren's. If she has, she's been there when I wasn't there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Lauren told me one day that they missed the bus and they came and used her phone to call their mom and let her know they missed the bus. Other than that, that's all I know about them being there.
Okay.
So she's never been in Lauren's apartment other than just
Not when I
at
was
the
there.
door.
Not when I was there.
Okay.
That's what I know.
What about, have they ever been in your cars?
No.
Either one of your cars?
No.
He locks in a second time, even more tightly.
You said that the missing girl was never in your car or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
And the only interaction you've had with her is just like,
If I see her, if she sees me, or she sees however we are, she speaks. That's it.
do you have
Every claim he makes for the next 4 hours will be measured against this one. Naomi has never been in his car. Naomi has never been in the apartment. Their only contact ever, in his own words, is her saying hi. She waits until he is fully committed. Then she opens the folder.
how did you meet Lauren?
We met at a parade. At a high school parade.
Here in Pensacola?
And
or?
Brewton.
Oh, in Brewton? Is
Yes.
she from Brewton too?
No, her best friend is from Brewton. And they were there together, and that's how I met her.
Okay. How old is Lauren?
Lauren's 30.
30.
Yes.
And how old are you now?
38.
You said that. What if I were to tell you that your car was in the area where her body was found that night?
No, that's impossible.
Why?
Because it could have been.
Why? Tell me why.
Because when I have my car, it's either at work. When I leave work, I come straight back to Johnson Avenue, Lauren's apartment.
Did anybody else have your car that night?
No one ever has my car.
So you don't know, does Lauren ever?
Watch the tick. She asks him why it is impossible. He answers a different question. He says nobody else has the car. She did not ask that. The strong answer, the innocent answer, is because I wasn't there. He does not give the strong answer. He gives the answer that leaves a door open in case the evidence turns out to be real.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. What time did you pick Naomi up?
I never picked Naomi up. Just being honest with you.
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
Well, about the time you leave your apartment is the time she goes missing.
But the thing about that is, when I drop Lauren off, I go straight to Brewton. So how is it that I can pick her up?
The thing about that is that we already have your phone records.
Okay.
And you were at the apartments at 1:30.
I was gone at 1:30.
Phone records show no, you were there at 1:30. That phone number that you gave me is the phone number we subpoenaed for the records. You were at the apartments at 1:30. You were not in Brewton.
I was on my way to Brewton.
You were. I'm not going to argue with you.
I mean, you don't have to argue, but
But-
okay. If you say I was at the apartment, just please search my license. Nothing has been changed in my car since the day that the first officer flipped through it and looked.
He is pre-explaining evidence in the front passenger seat. The only reason a person pre-explains evidence in the front passenger seat is because he knows there is evidence in the car and he is trying to steer the lab toward a rehearsed story. The male detective steps in for the first time. Watch how the register changes.
You know, she's never been in my car. She's never been in the same room with me. Like I said, we haven't been close at all, period.
If we were to offer you to take a polygraph, would you take a polygraph?
Sure.
I'm not saying that's going to happen,
I
but if
mean,
we were to
I'm-
offer it,
if
you'd be
you- yeah.
open to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she got in your car.
Tell you she didn't. I mean, you got your thoughts, you know. You're supposed to try to analyze everything, but she didn't. She didn't. At all. 'Cause if she got in that car,
He is asked which of the two he is, the accidental predator or the stone-cold killer. He picks neither, and in the same breath he explains why he has kept the car dirty for a week. That is the explanation of a man who has been rehearsing this answer.
she's never been with me.
She has. You killed her.
No, I did not.
You killed her.
I can.
You raped her and you killed her.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
What'd you do then?
I didn't do anything.
You
I
raped
didn't
her.
have her.
You raped that baby.
Okay. I can't argue with what you think or how you feel about it. I can just.
She just turned 12. She's 11 years old.
I did not touch that child.
You-
I did not
you
have
raped
that
her.
child. All right.
Did she come on to you and
I did.
Listen to the crack, she says. She just turned 12. He says she's 11 years old. He has the age wrong by a year, on the wrong side of 12. That is the tell of someone who has been unable to stop looking at the child's Facebook page all week.
car on video over there?
Well, you say you do, but I'm telling you, you don't.
We have your car on video. We have your phone records that show your exact route from where you were at, from the apartments to Brewton, back down to where she was found, back to Johnson. And they show exactly which route you went. You can't deny it. It's
You
your
say- if
phone
you say
number.
so. If you
It's
say
your
so.
phone number and your phone records. You could keep denying it, or you could tell me what really happened and give your story of what happened. She's a cute girl. She looks a little older. Maybe you guys had
No.
something and
How can we have something? I've never been around the child.
how do you
I don't-
explain
I-
how do you explain that your phone is showing that you're going in those directions?
If
How
you
do you
say this
explain
is showing, if you say you got my car on video and you say this is showing all of this, let me see it, because there's no way that none of that.
I don't see it.
There's no way.
All right, I'll show you.
What's that?
A Nissan Altima.
Okay, and what is that supposed to mean?
That's your car.
How's it? Okay, so how are you just gonna tell me that's my car? Out of
It's your car.
The footage matches. He does not adjust. He just moves the wall backward one step. It is not his car. It is a Nissan Altima. Somebody else. And then this is the crack. He says his phone records don't know where he was either.
Is there any reason there'd be blood on your car?
no, not at all.
So, help me understand why your car is on video and why your phone records put you in the area where the body was dumped.
I have no idea.
I mean, you got to explain that.
How do I have to explain it? I do not know. I'm sitting here telling you
That's
seriously.
not a very good answer. I don't know where I was.
Watch the pronoun. He starts to say, where he put her. Then he swaps he for I. He is running two stories in his head at once, and for a half second, the wrong pronoun leaks out. He can no longer say he was never in the area, so he generates a new story, a story that would sound like a joke if a 12-year-old were not dead. He was riding around, looking for somebody to hook up with.
Honestly, I had nothing to do with being with her, having her, picking her up, dropping her off, anything. Don't know nothing about her. Don't know who got her, who picks her up, who did what. Nothing.
So, where were you driving to then when you were over there? Were you going somewhere else? What were you doing?
All shit aside, all bullshit aside. No, I said I don't know nothing about this kid.
And
being
that's
dumped there.
fine. I just want to know why you were over there.
When I came home, sometimes when I come home at night, I ride around to see what I can find out to hook up with.
Okay.
And that's what I was doing.
Did you hook up with anybody that night?
No.
No, you didn't find. Do you know that area, or you just were
I was
driving
just
around?
driving.
Okay.
Just was driving.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we know you were there, so that makes more sense than saying I was never there, because we know you were.
But as far as having that kid, I ain't never had nothing to do with the kids. Never. That's why I said I was never gonna clean my car out.
Then the male detective asks the question that turns the entire interrogation.
Did you know that that's where we ended up finding Naomi later on? Did you learn that? That
Yeah.
that was the location that
Yeah.
you were driving around, was that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where we found her?
Now I seen that one on the live feed when I was looking at the live feed.
Were you surprised that that was where she was located and you were there just recently? And
I thought about it, like, well, damn, I said to myself, you know, damn, I was over there. But, you know, I didn't think no more of it. I was like, well, you know, I ain't have shit to do with that, so,
Did you ever stop right there on that bridge?
no. I didn't stop at all.
So you always were
It was
Moving.
constantly
driving
moving.
through
Yes,
there?
constantly moving. I never
how
stopped.
fast do you think you were going through there?
About maybe like 20, 25, maybe.
So now, I mean, now that we're being honest about the phone stuff, we know earlier when you said you weren't at the apartments at the 1:30, but we show you at the apartments at 1:30. Maybe did you have your time confused, or did you happen to stop in and forgot about it?
I remember when I was had it confused, but, you know, like I said, I know I dropped Lauren off at 12. And I mean, like I said, I never really kept up with the time from that.
Do you remember stopping back into the apartments after dropping her off at work?
Yeah, because I had to go back and get my own wallet, because I was supposed to have to keep my ID on me all times.
Okay.
What if I could tell you that you stopped on that bridge?
Where?
Right there where she was found. When you turn off Detroit on Ashland there, you go up past that business a little ways and there's a bridge there with big concrete things and rails on top of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's not the only place. The only time I stopped when I got back after that corner. That stop sign.
You never stopped on that bridge? You sure about that?
Yes.
Thought we were being truthful.
We are.
No, we're not. Why'd you stop on the bridge?
Did not stop on the bridge. I stopped at the stop sign.
Yeah, you stopped there,
Mm-hmm.
but you also stopped on the bridge. And I can prove you did.
Okay.
Why'd you stop on the bridge?
You say you can prove I can. I mean, if you say you can prove I can, then tell me why I stopped on the bridge. Because I did not stop on the bridge.
You stopped on the bridge to put her body in the water. Naomi's body.
Did you throw her over the rail, or did you drag her around the side? That's the question I had. I was
Didn't
wondering
throw her on the
about.
rail. I didn't drag her around the side. I did not dump nobody. I did not dump a body anywhere. She was not in my car. Anything.
Is she in your trunk?
No.
This is the pivot point. The state has camera footage of his car sitting on that bridge for 2 minutes. He has spent the last hour saying he was never on the bridge. He can either keep denying and be caught in a provable lie, or he can invent a reason. Watch which one he picks.
So when the jury sees these photographs of this girl and sees how she was treated just like a piece of garbage, I mean, what do you think they're going to think about you?
I mean, hell, they're going to probably think the worst. I mean, regardless of what, they're going to think the worst, but I didn't do that. I didn't do it.
So you didn't kill Naomi?
No, I did not.
Did you have sex with her?
No, I did not.
Either something just went wrong when you were with her. Has she done anything to piss you off?
You keep something went wrong when she was with me. She was not with me. I keep trying to get you. She was not with me.
The second source video begins here. The 6'5" detective sits down and does something the female investigator had not. He plays the tape back in words.
Is your daughter like that? She's always on the phone.
Yeah, she's we're friends on like Snapchat, Instagram, and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, no, I don't think we're on Instagram. I know we're on Snapchat and Facebook, but she posted a lot of pictures on Facebook. She recently just came back from a basketball camp in Atlanta, and she had a lot of pictures up there of stuff they were doing over there. But her and people that she made, her and people that she met, and some people that went with her.
How's she at basketball?
She's pretty good. She's pretty good.
What position?
She plays forward and center because she's the tallest one on the team. She's 5'11". She does pretty good. She does pretty good.
She's taller than you? How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
She's taller than you?
Yes. She gets a little anxious at times. And she misses some simple stuff at some games. She just get too anxious and get in a hurry instead of just taking the time and using the fundamentals. She get in a hurry. But other than that, she does pretty good. She's pretty good.
Did you teach her
No.
when she was young?
No, I really didn't have any contact with her until, when I got out of prison. And, my sister and her mom, they talked a lot. Even when I was in prison, like I said, when I came home, I wanted to see her and get to know her. And so her and my sister talked about it. And so, she started out, at first, here and there she might let her. But over time, it got to the point where she let her talk to me a lot more.
Did she want to at first?
Yeah.
How old was she when you guys first started contacting each other again?
I was just getting home, so she getting ready to turn 15. She's 14, ready to turn 15.
So you pretty much didn't have contact until she was a teenager, and she wanted to make contact with you when you. Or was it more
like I said, I wanted to get to know her,
Mm-hmm.
and man, she used to stay with my sister's daughter a lot because they were really good friends at school, and and my sister told me about it. She was like, it blew her mind because she wanted to talk to me one day, and she was like, because I used to call my sister when I was locked up, and my sister was like, well, you need to talk to your mom. She said, I'm not gonna do that, because then your mom. So she talked to her mom about it, and her mom, at first her mom was like, no, no. Then she was like, well, her mom was like, yeah, maybe just once, And I talked to her about 5 minutes one day, wasn't very long, And
It means a lot, huh? Getting to know her.
it felt good, I said it felt good, just to hear her voice and stuff like that there. And we talked about 5 minutes and it was done. I said then when I came home, we went out to Pizza Hut. And we ate pizza and talked and had a pretty good time. And, from there it was sparingly. Now I get to see her here and there. I really didn't get a lot of talking done. And so she asked me to start, but I started coming to her games. So I started going to her basketball game. On Fridays and Saturdays, because those were the only days I had off. Because during the week I worked at night, so I couldn't really go. But on Friday and Saturday, wherever they played, I would go watch her play.
That's sweet.
A father asked to picture losing his child, describes losing his child. Robert manages 5 words.
No, you never think about it, or that you could, or that you would, but you never know. You never know.
Would it hurt if you lost your daughter?
Yeah, definitely. Hurt if I lost either one of my kids.
You said your son's one?
Yeah,
What's his name?
Jackson.
Could you imagine somebody, say a 15-year-old kid, doing something to him and he's helpless? Pretty much like an adult doing something to Naomi, she's helpless.
I couldn't imagine it.
Think about that for a minute.
There's nothing.
15-year-old.
There's nothing to think about.
No, just think about it.
I mean,
for a
there's
minute.
nothing to think about. Why is there something to think about? You wouldn't have to think about that if it was you. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't. So I mean, I love my son. Love him to death. There's nothing to even think about there. If you got to think about that, that's something wrong. I feel like anyway. If you got to think about that, that's something wrong. There's nothing to think about. There isn't even no second guess in that.
In that area.
What did I tell you?
You told me you pulled on that road, drove straight across it, and kept on going.
There you go.
But I know that's not true.
Okay. You say it's not. I mean,
I know it's not.
okay.
Because you were stopped in that area for almost 2 minutes. Because what you don't know is there's a camera on the other side of that bridge.
Okay.
So I know how long it takes somebody to go past camera 1 to camera 2.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask you a question like that unless I know the answer.
I think you'll ask me whatever it is that you feel like is going to get an answer out of me, or try to,
Look at me. I'm not going to ask you a question like that unless I know the answer.
Okay, but my thing is, if you got all these cameras, and you say you see me stop, and you asking me these questions about, did I do this, or did I throw over, did I do this here? If you got all these cameras and you say that I did this, then you should have footage of me getting her out the car, or whatever it is that was. If she's supposed to have been with me, or if I was supposed to have done this, you're supposed to have all this. Me dumping her or whatever. If you got all these camera angles that you say you got, because if
I just told you what I got.
Okay, you say you got the car. Okay, you said then what you just told me, you said you got another camera angle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so so this other camera angle don't show nothing else but the car?
I just told you I can tell you when you turn on that road, and there's another camera down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how long it takes to drive from point A to point B.
Mm-hmm.
You're around that bridge for 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. And I can prove that.
Really? 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes.
Just as sure as I'm sitting here looking at you right in your eyes, I can prove that.
For 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes.
And if you think I'm lying,
That's a long time to be sitting around a bridge.
sure is.
Were you changing the radio station, or were you just
I don't know
chilling
what
up
was going on
there?
last night. I didn't stop at it.
So now you got to tell me why you were sitting there.
I was not at a bridge. I didn't stop at it.
Stop right past it. If you want to get real technical, maybe you stopped right past on the other side of the bridge.
Okay, I mean, you still saying, I don't understand.
I can prove that. So you got to answer that question.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. Oh, you know.
No, I don't.
You know. Because I can prove that.
Okay.
And you know I'm not lying.
Okay. I don't know what you're doing. I mean, you said you know I'm not lying. I don't know what you're doing. Like I said, I feel like you'll tell me anything or say anything to me to try to get me to say something that I know nothing about.
Listen, I'm not lying to you. I can prove you were on that bridge.
All right.
Or right there by that bridge for a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, what were you doing?
I didn't stop.
That's not true. It's
My,
not true,
my,
Robert.
my thing is this. Like I say, if you say I stopped at this bridge and I was there for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, something. I mean, if I got out of that car and I was doing anything, shouldn't you see that?
I already explained it.
Explain it again, please.
Go ahead, man.
You can't, the camera right there, you can't exactly see the bridge.
You
And
can
what's
see-
going on the
You
bridge.
can see you go up the bridge, stop. Well, you don't see you stop, but you don't come out the other side. So you're stopped. 2 minutes later, then you come out the other side.
Okay, but earlier when I said that, you said it was distorted and you couldn't tell.
I didn't say distorted.
Every time he denies, the detective just says the same word back. Sure is. He is not going to argue. He is going to let Robert exhaust himself into a corner. And cornered, Robert reaches for the strangest story of the interrogation.
Bullshit aside. Okay. Honestly, I never took this child. I never took Naomi. She was never in my car. Like I say, you say you see blood or whatever. Like I said, when you have it tested, you'll find that it doesn't belong to this child. Okay.
Did you kill somebody else?
No.
Come on.
No, shit, no. I didn't kill anyone.
He's the one who found the blood on your car.
I mean, I didn't kill anyone. That's what I'm saying. I didn't kill anyone.
Did you throw her over the bridge while she was still alive?
No. Listen to what I'm telling you. She was never in my car. I never throw her over.
But you can't explain. Did you understand when they were telling you that there's a camera here
Yes, I
on
understand
Leslie,
that.
there's one right
I
here
understand-
by
I
the
understand that.
intersection?
Okay.
We can see how long it takes
Okay.
cars to go by.
Yeah,
We see
okay.
that you stopped.
Okay.
It's over.
I
a
did all that.
minute.
I did all that stopping. I did all that.
Why?
I did all that.
Why?
But I did not dump this body.
Was somebody else with you?
No, no one else was with me.
You were by yourself.
But I was told that something would be there.
What?
It wasn't this when I looked. Well, I didn't see this when I looked.
What was supposed to be there?
It was supposed to be as far as what exactly is it supposed to be something to benefit me? So like that. Something
What?
to benefit me, I guess.
Some dead pussy?
Fuck no, I don't hope not. But it was just supposed to be something, and I should have kept it. It was a note for me. It was a note on the car. All honesty, all bullshit aside. I said I never picked her up, never took her anywhere. And it says something to benefit you.
From Naomi?
No.
Who's it from?
It didn't have no name from nobody or to nobody. It was just on the car.
That is the absolute worst fucking story I've ever heard in my life.
I'm telling you the honest, the God truth.
That
When-
is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Listen to me. Just
Okay,
listen to
I'm
me.
listening. Here.
Just listen to me.
Let me hear
When
this
it's something to
bullshit.
benefit you.
Okay. How's it going to benefit you? Monetarily?
It didn't say. It just said something to benefit you.
Was it a female? Was it a male?
I don't know.
Are you
I
queer?
don't know. I have no idea.
You don't know if you're queer or not?
Oh, I'm not a queer. I thought you said was it a queer. I mean, no, I'm not a queer at all.
You fucked her, didn't you?
No, sir. No, sir.
You stuck your dick in that little
No, sir.
12-year-old girl.
No, sir.
Did she fight back?
I don't know what she did. I didn't do it to her. This is what I'm trying to get you to see. It's just something to benefit me.
Do you know when all
And it
this
told
comes
me,
out?
and
Listen,
it told me where to look. When I went there, I was going to look.
Tell me what it said. Tell me what the note said, verbatim. I want to hear what it said.
Something to benefit you.
Okay,
And
just
it told me where to go.
Into the pot of gold? There's a rainbow hitting on that bridge? Did you know where to go? What
It
the
told me
fuck?
where to go.
Where
What'd it
did
say?
it tell you to go?
Across from the DT Christian Center. Across from DT Christian Center at the bridge. Something to benefit you.
Where was this note left out?
It was left right in the corner of my mirror on the driver's side.
Where? In Pensacola or Brewton?
In Pensacola.
Okay. That's bullshit
What
because it
time?
fucking rained.
It's this much of it hanging out. All honesty, this much of it hanging out. This is when I left.
To
And
go
it's-
where? Where were you going?
To work.
Why didn't you drive over there then?
Because I didn't see it till later.
You had plenty of time. You were only going to meet a friend.
I didn't see it till later. When I
So-
went to work, not when I went to meet the friend.
And that's all it says, something to benefit you? Was it a
DT
fucking
Christian Center.
fortune cookie?
I have no idea. It says something to benefit you.
Was it handwritten?
Yes.
Did it say when to meet there?
It just says something to benefit
Okay, so
you.
you find the shit at
Christian,
1 o'clock in the afternoon when you start going
it
to
wasn't
Brewton.
1 o'clock.
What time
It
did
was
you go?
later.
1:30.
It was when I went back at like 4.
So when you came back at 4, it's in your mirror.
I mean, this is when I noticed it in my mirror at 4. It may have been early, but I didn't notice it until I went back
So,
to work after 4.
Tell me what is going to be there. You're talking
I have no
listen
idea.
to me.
I have no
It's
idea.
at 4 o'clock.
Listen to what he is asking us to believe. A stranger, whose gender he does not know, whose handwriting he cannot describe, walked up to his silver Nissan Altima and slipped a note under his windshield wiper, directing him to a specific bridge on a specific residential street at a specific hour, promising something to benefit him, and Robert Howard drove there in the middle of the night to collect it. That is the story. 9 hours in, that is the story. The detective doesn't argue. He drops every tactic. He does something the female interviewer could not. For close to 15 minutes he talks about Naomi's mother, her brothers, Robert's own daughter growing up in a small town in Alabama with a father sitting on Florida's death row. He does not raise his voice. He talks like a man who has held down a mother's shoulders and told her that her baby is not coming home.
Her heart was ripped out of her body. That investigator right there, 6'5", 250 pounds, was about to shed a tear, telling that mama that her baby was gone. And we couldn't help that mama find her baby because she was dead. Somebody took her from her house, killed her, and threw her on the side of the road like she was a fucking dog. And she'll always have to look at her other 2 kids and never get to see that third one again. I couldn't imagine what she's going through. Every single day that she wakes up, she's going to think it's a fucking dream. And then she's going to realize it's real. I will never get my 12-year-old daughter back. She'll never get to see her graduate. She'll never get to see her grandkids. It was all taken from her. And that's basically what you just did to your daughter. She's gonna have to live with that every single fucking day. Every day. She's gonna wake up. What in the fuck did my dad do? He is a fucking monster. not share his name. Your little boy's gonna grow up and learn the truth. That baby's mama deserves some closure. Because she'll never, ever get to see her 12-year-old daughter again. Ever. The bad thing about it is, she'll never get to see that last closure of what she looked like. I pray that she doesn't have to see that child in a funeral home. Because that doesn't even look like that pretty little girl. Skin slipping off, hair falling off her head, animals eating on her. She never deserved what she got. And what she got was tenfold. Tenfold. You're talking a 12-year-old girl that should still be at home walking her bulldog with her two little brothers that thought the world of her. And her mom out there busting her fucking ass, working to put food on the fucking table for her kids. You know the guilt that she's got for this? Because she wasn't at home. She was at fucking work. Summer's here, kids are home playing. She, 12-year-old girl, playing the mother role, taking care of the kids, so her mother could go to work. She comes back home with her two little brothers after walking that dog. And tells her little brother, "I'll be right back." She walks out that door. And her mother's worst nightmare came fucking true. She met you. I can't even imagine. Listen, that afternoon, and you're driving around where she's dumped at. Not only driving around, you fucking stop. You come back by, you're over there for like 9 fucking minutes. 9. Doing circles. You know why? Because you're fucking nervous. You don't know where to put her. Because you don't know the area. Because you're from Brewton. And you couldn't have dumped her ass up in Brewton because they'd have known it was you. Because you knew we were going to be out there looking. And when we come across you, that you're the sex offender from Brewton. And you would have been the first person that we would look for. So you had to bring her back. She had to be dumped in Pensacola. I I couldn't imagine the stress building up in you over there that night coming home. Fuck. Police gonna get behind me? Am I gonna get fucking stopped? I got a fucking body in my car. Where in the fuck am I gonna put her? Here, right here. This is where I'm gonna do it. And then you see those fucking headlights shine? Goddamn, here comes a car. Holy shit. Let me get out of here. Fuck. Still got her in the car. Gotta get rid of her. Do or die. I gotta do it now. Here we go. Stop the car. Let me get this bitch out of the car. Fuck it. Right here. Throw her in the water. Fuck it. Dump, gone. I got away with it. I'm done. Stress go away then? I bet you shit when Lauren called and said, holy shit, the FBI's over here going door to door. Door to door. What do I tell them? Do we know any sex offenders? Because it's a 12-year-old girl. Fuck it. No, I don't know no sex offenders. But I'm one. Mr. Howard, we need to talk to you at the sheriff's office again. Oof. There goes that stress again. Walked out of here this afternoon. Whew. They got them snowed. You know, we followed you all the way from Brewton. All the way to the house. Ruh-roh. Get out of the car. Got it. Made. Going back upstairs. Road. Who are all these people? Ruh-roh. We got the right person. We don't need you to say anything. They're going to make you out to be the monster on the stand. The only thing that you can say is, I didn't mean for this to happen. And that's what's got to come out of you tonight. I didn't mean for it to happen. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I made a fucking mistake.
Robert lowers his head. His hands are flat on the table. He is done fighting. He does not blurt it out. He does not collapse in tears. He gives it, piece by piece, in the same flat voice he has been using for 6 hours. This is a man handing over the murder of a 12-year-old the way a man hands over the details of a fender bender.
Where were you at?
It just came down the steps.
Okay. Did she come out the door?
She then came out, she spoke. Spoke back. She was said she had like my shoes.
She liked your shoes.
For the thank you. And she said something that I didn't understand. So I asked her, what did you say? She was like, nothing. Went on to my car. Got 2 Powerades out my trunk. Took me to the hospital in the refrigerator. And I came back out. Took me my charger. Went to the car. And she said it again. And I asked her what she said. She told me, you heard. I said, no, I didn't. What did you say? And she was like, well, where's Lauren? I said, Lauren's at work. She said, can I come in with you? And I told her no. And she couldn't come in. She kept on. I let her come over. I let her come over. I kept telling her no. She walked over to the steps as I was going up the steps. And she said, I'm coming anyway. I said, no. The further I went up, the further she came up. When I make it to the door, she's at the top of the steps, and I tell her to go back home. Go home. Go home. She stands there, and she's like, why can't I come in? Why can't I come in? I said, because you can't. You don't need to be over here. Leave. She starts back down the steps, closes the door. I lock the door. She knocks on the door. I answer the door and I ask her to leave again. As I walk back out on the balcony because I didn't want no one to get the perception that I was trying to lure her in or drawing her in. I walk back out on the balcony. There's not no one in sight, no one. And I was like, man, on any particular day, there'd be 100 people around here. But in this instance, there's no one here. So, walk back to the end of the balcony. And I tell her just to go home. Again, go home. So she starts down the steps like she's going to leave. So when I turn around, she comes back again. When she comes back again this time, she walks all the way up on me like she's trying to brush up against me, telling me I'm scared of her. I'm like, I'm not scared of you, I just need you to leave. If something happened and somebody say something, and then you got a problem.
Right.
There ain't gonna be no problem. There ain't gonna be no problem. So I don't go back to the house. I don't even go back in the apartment. I go sit on the steps. And I'm trying to wait on her just to leave because I don't want no problems about her being around that door.
Right.
So when I go get up and I go throw some in the garbage, she comes right over to the garbage can where I am. Walk back up the steps, walk back in the house. She's coming back up the steps. She comes to the door. So when she gets to the door, I stand at the door and talk to her. She stands there and she's making gestures to me. Can she come in? Can she come in with me? I said, no, you can't come in. I said, because we're going to be in trouble. If you come in here, we're going to be in trouble.
She coming on to you a little bit?
She's trying to.
Okay. She grabbing on you at all? Grabbing your dick?
No, she hadn't grabbed me, but she's coming really close to me.
Right.
She's coming really, really close. And so, we still standing at the door. And she's like, I'm about paranoid because, I know I have this over my head and we got this 12-year-old girl standing at the door. And, so she still trying to come in. By now she's like in the doorway trying to come in. And I still want to let her come in. And so as I extend my arm to push her back out of the doorway, she pushes my arm down and like pushes me. Try to push me back. I ain't gonna say she tried to push me back out of the way, but she like if I slap her arm down, she like tries to push me back.
Right.
Not saying she was trying to force her way in, but she tried to push me back. Okay, so when she tries to push me back, I slap her arm down again. Stop, quit. So this time, I want to say it was gum she's eating, and she says something under her breath, and I'm like, what did you say? And she was like, don't worry about it. So she's still standing there. So right when I close the door, she grabs the knob, tries to open it. I said, get away from the door. Just leave, get away from the door. And when she leaves, I turn around and close the door again. She knocks again. She knocks and finally I open it. She comes in.
A 12-year-old walked out of her mother's apartment holding a bag of candy, said his shoes were nice, and asked to come inside. Everything in his account is built around the same defense he ran 19 years ago. I told her no. She kept coming. Whatever happened, she started it. He is now going to describe strangling a child to death and blame her for it.
And she's making gestures, sexual gestures.
Like what?
Can she see the dick? She can handle the dick. You know, she got a boyfriend that's 15 and this, that, and other. I'm like, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. No, I really don't. And at this time is when she didn't grab my dick, but she grabbed it like my shirt, the bottom of my shirt, like she was trying to. And so when I grabbed her wrist, told her to stop, look, seriously, you need to leave. And so like she's trying to snatch away, like she's, you know, trying to fight back. And she's keeping on. And I really didn't mean for things to go the way they did. I didn't try to hurt the child, but before I realized I had choked her out.
How? Just around the neck?
Around the neck. I choked her out around the neck. And I said I didn't really mean for it.
There it is. 6 hours of denial. 1 sentence of admission.
Heard when she was found. That's why I said I would really like for them to take a DNA test, because they said when she was found, she didn't have on no bottom. She was fully dressed. She was fully dressed. I never took any of her clothes off. I never took anything anywhere. She was fully dressed. I took both of her. She had slides.
Mm-hmm.
I even took her slides and left them with her.
At the creek?
Yes. I said, all this stuff, no, she didn't have on no bottoms and stuff like that. I don't know nothing about that. I choked her out, yes. I'll admit that. I did choke her out, but I did not. That's why I stressed them, do a DNA test. No, do this. Like I said, no, did I have sex with her in my car? No, I didn't do any of that.
Did you have sex with her upstairs?
No, I didn't have sex with her
I
anyway.
mean, obviously, she's a good-looking little 12-year-old.
But that sex with her was not anywhere my
I
intention.
mean, obviously, she was coming on to you. She just wanted to see your dick. And
That's what she said, but that's not me. I
it
understand.
is what it is. I mean, she's trying to give you some pussy. She's
But,
trying to give you some pussy.
that's not what I wanted from a 12-year-old.
Okay.
That's not what I wanted from a 12-year-old.
I mean, look, I'm not trying to pass judgment on you or nothing like that. She comes up to your house back and forth a couple times. She obviously gets in there. She's flirting with you. I get it. You know, she's grabbing at your shirt. Let me see your dick. I can handle it. So she comes in. She jack you off?
No.
She suck you off?
Nothing
Nothing
like
happened
that.
like
That's why I said I want them to try to, do whatever DNA test they can. That's why I didn't object to having the swab done or any of that, because I never did anything sexual with her.
I mean, what pushed it to the point of, I mean, was it like playing around?
It really,
Just made you snap?
Just really, really pissed me off, because I'm trying to tell this child to leave. I already know I have this kind of shit on my head. I know sex offender shit is some serious shit. I mean, you have to be very careful about whatever you do, and it's pissing me off because, okay, you're doing this, but you don't know
Mm-hmm.
how this is making me feel. I'm pissed because, okay, here there's a 12-year-old child. Now, I'll just say somebody walked in. Lauren walks in. Her mom somebody see her walk in, her mom walks in. Okay, and they see her, and the first thing they're going to say is, what you doing with my daughter in here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have your daughter.
Okay. So you grab her by the neck, did you shove her against the wall or shove her against the door or what while you were choking her?
In the corner of the wall.
Corner of the wall, behind the door in the corner. And I mean, I guess at some point she went out.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
She went out. I thought she was had just blacked out, but choked her pretty damn good to the point where she wasn't breathing.
How long do you think you choked her
I don't even know. I seriously don't know.
for?
I really don't. It just
So she
happened.
goes out, and then you're like, oh fuck, realize what had happened.
No,
Then what?
at first I'm thinking that she's kind of bullshitting just to, and so when I see that she's not bullshitting, I really just panic from that point.
Follow the geography. He carried her down the concrete steps of Building 2. He put her in the back seat of the silver Nissan Altima. He drove her, dead, out of the complex, north on Highway 29, across the Alabama state line, to the front yard of his own trailer in Brewton. Then he drove her back.
So I was like, well, go back to Pensacola. Go back to Pensacola. So I called Jeff, told him, look, I'll be back, which I did have to get my rain gear and my boots and stuff because I didn't have none of that. But when that happened, I just, as fast as I could, tried to get her out to the car.
Let me ask you this before we go. Did you think to yourself, if I fucking drop this chick off up here in Brewton, that they would know who the fuck it was? Did that cross your mind? Or
No, it didn't cross my mind. I just didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I just
So you
really
get in
didn't
the
know what
car,
to do. So I get in the car and I come
you
back
go
to
back to
Pensacola.
Pensacola.
I come back to Pensacola. I come on back to the house, come back to the apartment. I go in the apartment, and the whole time I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this body. I go upstairs and I get my stuff together, and I come back. When I come back down, I see the ladies walking, so I throw my raincoat in the car, in the back seat, throw my boots in the back on the floor.
Who'd you see walking?
Naomi's mom and another.
What were they doing?
Naomi's mom was on the phone. The other lady was just walking with her, and the lady, she stopped me and asked me, say, have you seen a little girl? And when she asked me that, my heart just sank.
Because you knew they were.
I already
looking
knew
for
they were
her.
looking for her.
And she's in your back seat.
She back there in my backseat dead. And I'm like, well, I mean, I can't tell them that she's in my backseat dead. I mean, so I said, no, ma'am, I haven't. And Naomi's mom was like, well, it's my little girl. So you know my little girl? I'm like, yes, ma'am. And she was like, at that point, she was like, I don't know what time she went missing. She like, her brother doesn't even know. So he was standing out there with her. He was like, he don't even know when she left. And I'm trying to get away as fast as I can because I don't need him to walk me to my car.
Right.
And
So you get in your car.
I get in my car, back on to work.
Okay.
Back on to work.
Did you tell anybody at work?
No.
Read that again. The mother is asking him if he has seen her 12-year-old daughter. The 12-year-old daughter is folded, dead, in the back seat of his car, 10 feet behind him. He looks the mother in the eye. He says no. He tells her he has to leave for work. And he leaves.
All right, so you get off work, jump in the car, head back to Pensacola.
Back to Pensacola. I don't know where Pensacola. I'm thinking, I got to find something to do with this body. I can't leave it here. It's going to smell and somebody's going to find it. And I tried to think of everything I could think of. And I just kept coming my initial, when I finally just decided, okay, I got to dump it somewhere. I just got to dump it. But I didn't know where. I said, well, I can't take it to, put it in no dumpster nowhere because it's easy to be found. So, my initial thought was to just keep going 29 south, just as far as I can just make myself go and just find somewhere just to dump the body out. But I was like, well, fuck it, I'll turn here. And, I guess that's whatever street that is. I went down, and I went all the way down, just trying to find somewhere to try to dump this body. But I'm scared to get out. I'm scared to stop. I'm scared of being seen. So I really don't know what to do. I ride all the way back around, to the curb where it gets to the interstate. Turn around and come back up, and I took the right where the bridge is, and I see it. I'm thinking, well, maybe here's a good place, but then again, I don't know. I don't know how this bridge flows, where it flows to. Then I know this company is right next door, so I'm like, well, maybe it might be found, So, car comes, I pull on up, going around, and I drive down into the neighborhood, and I turn around and come back out. And, I slow down again, but I didn't stop. I turned like they said, pulled up in the driveway, backed back out once the car was gone, and once the car was gone, I got out and took her body and dumped it in the water.
You throw it over the rail or around the side?
Over the rail.
Threw it over the rail. Okay. She hit the water and then you jump back in the car. And
She hit the water. I got in the car and I left. Went back to the apartment. I sat there and I didn't sleep. I just sat there and thought about me. What the fuck have I done?
Every single piece of the state's case, preloaded in Phase 4, is now confirmed out of his own mouth. The cell tower ping at 1:30, the drive to Brewton with a body in the back seat, the parking lot conversation with Naomi's mother, the bridge camera, the minute-and-a-half gap, the stranger's driveway, the moment he got out, walked to the rail, and threw a 12-year-old into the creek.
So when you brought her outside, you carried her, you didn't have to drag her or anything?
No, I didn't have to drag her.
Okay. So, you work with duct tape at all at work or anything like that? Did you put a bag around her head or anything like
I didn't
that?
put anything around her head.
Okay, because she's got duct tape stuck to her hair.
I don't know, but like I said, I heard that she didn't have any bottoms on.
She didn't.
That's okay, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't have nothing to do with that. That's why I want them to do a DNA,
Okay.
for that, to prove that I had nothing to do with that. And it probably really won't make a fuck now because the child is dead. Regardless, they probably still won't look at it like that, but
Did you stab her at all?
no.
It looks like she's got stab marks in her
Yeah.
neck.
No, I didn't stab her. The only thing I did was choke her.
Okay.
And that was that.
You didn't have sex with her?
No, I didn't. That's why, like I said, I want them to do this DNA test
Okay.
for that purpose.
To be honest with you, it looks like you cut her pussy out.
What? Like I said, I didn't. That wasn't me. I said, I'm telling you everything that I've done. Everything that I've done. I didn't touch her sexually at all. No way, no form. I said, when I heard that she didn't have no bottoms on when they found her, it worried the fuck out of me. Cause I said, well, if they do find out, they're gonna say I did. I'm already accused as a sex offender. But
Well, how do you think her bottoms would come off?
I don't know. I'm telling you. I'm telling you the story. I'm
I
talking.
mean,
I don't know.
Robert, it's not going to matter one way or another, whether you had sex with her
I didn't know.
or not.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you and I'm letting you honestly know.
Okay.
All shit aside, I did not touch her sexually.
Not at all?
No, I did not. That's why, like I said,
He is still lying. He has admitted to killing her. He has admitted to dumping her. He has not admitted to the reason her body was found without pants. This is the last wall he refuses to come down. He will admit choking a 12-year-old to death against the corner of a wall inside his girlfriend's apartment. He will admit driving her body across a state line. He will admit lying to her mother in the parking lot. He will admit throwing her over a bridge. He will not admit the reason she was found from the waist down naked. He knows what the DNA test is going to show. He is still trying to leave one door open. Very late, the detective asks him a quiet final question. Asks him if he wishes he had done anything differently. This is what he says.
Everything you told me the truth?
yes, sir.
You feel better about it now?
I hate it happened. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would. I just leave her ass there knocking.
I understand.
Understand what he is saying. If he could go back to the moment a 12-year-old girl stood at his door with a bag of candy and a compliment about his shoes, He would leave her outside knocking. He would not open the door. He is not sorry she is dead. He is sorry he opened the door. Robert Letroy Howard was booked into the Escambia County Jail at the end of that interrogation and charged with first-degree murder and sexual battery of a child under 12. He never bonded out. In March of 2019, an Escambia County jury convicted him on both counts. In April of 2019, the jury unanimously recommended death. On June the 28th of 2019, 2 years and 1 month after Naomi Jones was killed, the trial judge sentenced Robert Letroy Howard to death by lethal injection. His post-conviction appeals are still active on Florida's death row. The 1-year-old boy he had with Lauren Ewing will grow up without his father. The 17-year-old daughter he had only just started to know will spend the rest of her life with the last name Howard in Brewton, Alabama. And Naomi Jones's mother still lives with the fact that the last conversation she had before her daughter's body was recovered was with the man who killed her, standing in a parking lot in Pensacola, telling her he had not seen her little girl, while her little girl was 10 feet away in the back seat of his car. If this kind of analysis is what you're here for, subscribing means you'll see the next one.